Hello and welcome to the Marvellous Show Game of Thrones. How are you all doing? Oh, by the way, happy Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays. Whatever you're doing, just stay safe and have a good time. Yeah, I am. Never thought I'd touch Jack Daniels again. There you go. So, I've got ice in my mouth now. Right. So, today's show is going to be about the best 10 characters. Best 10 characters since the whole sort of series started. So I kind of, there are going to be some that you're not going to probably agree with. There'll be some that won't be in there that you think should be in there. But things like Ned, for instance, who, if this was just a best top 10 characters of the first season, he would have been number one without a doubt. But because that was it after, oh, spoilers by the way, because that was it after season 1, he's not in my top 10 because it just didn't really work out that way. So yeah, I've kind of chosen my own kind of method of doing it. Obvious choice, it probably isn't what you think it's going to be. So yeah, enough of that anyway. So I'll just crack on with it, and you'll get it as time goes on. At the end I'll do a few honourable mentions as well of those characters that I really wanted to be in the top 10 but they just didn't quite make it. Not quite. But yeah, let's crack on. And at number 10 is Shireen.
What's this one now?
The Dance of Dragons. A true telling. By Grand Maester Munkin.
Well, that sounds like a proper story.
Those two together are amazing.
Do you like it?
He's beautiful. But why am I getting a present?
Because you deserve it. This is my own poor way of saying thank you. I'll be gone for a few days, Princess. I want to hear all about the Dance of Dragons when I'm back.
You'll read it yourself.
Oh, I'll tell you, I think every single scene that Shireen was in either made me want to cry or just made my heart just pound because she was just so lovely and so sweet. And you always kind of had this feeling that something bad was going to happen. I kind of had it quite early on that I thought something bad was going to happen. Because it's Game of Thrones for a start. And they don't really keep the sort of nice characters alive for very long. But yeah, it was kind of every scene she was in, it just drew me in. Couldn't take my eyes off it. Brilliant actress, by the way. But yeah, she just I don't know. Perhaps it reminds me of my daughter when she was that young. I'm not sure, but yeah, she was definitely it had to be in my top 10. She wasn't in it an awful lot, to be honest. I think probably out of the top 10, she's probably in it the less. But yeah, she was at number 10. At number 9 is Tormund.
You trust me, Jon Snow?
Does that make me a fool?
We're fools together now.
Last time I saw you, the little crow was your prisoner. The other way around now. What happened?
He's not my prisoner.
No? What is he?
We're allies.
Gather the elders, and let's talk.
I like him. I absolutely, I couldn't work Tormund out at the beginning when he first came in it. I found him a bit odd, and he still is odd, but odd in not a particularly good way, just genuinely odd. But then as the seasons went on, oh my god, and especially in the last sort of couple, 2 or 3 seasons, he was amazing. Certainly for me, Hardhome was where it really kicked in. I really did like him, and he became one of my absolute favourite characters then in Hardhome. And then from then on, he just got better and better and better. And I know some people say, oh, he was just a comic relief. Yeah, and he probably was. Pretty much every scene he had was funny. But he was brilliant. I just loved him to bits. Him and Jon together were absolutely awesome. So yeah, Tormund is my number 9. At number 8 is Jorah.
Jorah the Andal. Are you here to see our queen? She's in a good mood.
You don't approve?
It's not a question of approval, it's a question of trust.
Dario Naharis killed his captains and dumped their heads at your feet when he grew tired of their commands. How could you ever have faith in a man like that?
I could never have faith in a man like Dario. That's why I've sent him and the Second Sons to retake Yunkai.
Without you there to rule Khaleesi, I fear the masters will simply bide their time, wait for the invaders to leave, and reassert control.
That is why I've ordered Dario to execute every master in Yunkai. They train little girls in the art of pleasuring old men. They treat men like beasts. as you said yourself.
Herding the masters into pens and slaughtering them by the thousands is also treating men like beasts. But there's good and evil on both sides in every war ever fought.
Let the priests argue over good and evil. Slavery is real.
I sold men into slavery, Khaleesi.
And now, you are helping me show them to freedom.
I wouldn't be here to help you if Ned Stark had done to me what you want to do to the masters of Yunkai.
The man who came to me the other day about burying his father.
His does old Lorak.
He will accompany the Second Sons and serve as my ambassador to Yunkai. He will explain the choice they have before them. We'll go and catch Dario before he leaves. Tell him I changed my mind. Tell him you changed my mind.
Jorah was brilliant. Even from the first season, he was brilliant. And I know he was spying on Dany, and he was supposed to. I think he was supposed to kill her. I'm not sure, but I think it was in the first. It was the first season, wasn't it? Where he suddenly sort of decided he wasn't going to do that anymore. And I couldn't pronounce his name for about 2 seasons. It's really cool. I don't know why. I just struggled with his name. But he's one of these characters just grew and grew and grew. And his adventures that he had, and I never really understood what happened, why he was so shunned by his father. I never quite understood that. I would like to have had a bit of a flashback on that. That would have helped and explained it a little bit better. But it was brilliant. Jorah's just been amazing. He was there for Dany the whole time, by her side, even when she sort of kicked him out, and at one point you thought she was going to kill him. He kind of fought his way and dedicated his whole life to getting back to her again, even when he kidnapped Tyrion, which I thought was brilliant. There are some great scenes together. Obviously, when he caught Grayscale, what was called then, when he caught Grayscale, that was horrible, a horrible storyline. And then just some class stuff with him and Sam. Oh, just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Some of my favourite scenes in the whole season, actually, or the whole series, were him and Sam. I thought they were great. So yeah, Jorah for me was brilliant, and he's again so honourable, so loyal. Apart from the very, very beginning when he was sort of spying, but then even then you didn't really get that vibe. Yeah, I mean, am I wrong? Was he actually in like the first couple? Did we actually see him when he was in King's Landing at the beginning? Because I can't remember. I don't think we did. I think he was talked about, but I don't think he was actually in it. It might have been good to have seen him right at the very, very beginning, just to have seen him sort of with Ned or something and been given his mission. But yeah, for me, brilliant character. Horrible to see him go. And yeah, he is my number 8. Number 7 is the Hound. You just know someone's going to kick off here.
I know you.
Oops.
You're the Hound. Or our new friend Samael.
War's over.
So I've heard. Stannis defeated at the Blackwater. Robb Stark killed at the Twins. And where am I for all of it? These are the King's colours. No one's standing in his way now. Which means no one's standing in ours.
Fuck the king.
I heard that Joffrey's dog had tucked tail and run from the Battle of the Blackwater. I didn't believe it. But here you are.
Here I am. Bring me one of those chickens.
You got money to pay for it?
You paid for it?
No. But we're the King's men. You got money?
Not a penny. I'll still take that chicken.
One of our little chickens for one of yours. Give us a go at your friend.
Think I'll take 2 chickens.
You don't seem to understand the situation.
I understand that if any more words come pouring out your mouth, I'm gonna have to eat every fucking chicken in this room.
You're gonna die for some chickens.
Someone is.
Help him, help him. Help him? Oh, that's mental! Again, a lot of these characters, they kind of built up and have got better and better each season. The Hound is a classic for that. I couldn't stand him in the first season. You know, he was a bit nasty. I mean, the thing about the Hound is, even though I loved him more and more and more for all the seasons, I don't think his character really changed, to be honest. I think he was always the same person. You wouldn't fuck with him in the first season, you still wouldn't fuck with him in the last season. I thought for that, he stayed true to himself, and I thought that was brilliant. Yet for some reason, I don't know what it was, but you just started to love him more and more as each season went. I definitely think him and Arya were the best pairing throughout the whole season, and there have been some really good ones, but I think that one for me was definitely the best pairing. And I think after that, when he was left for dead, and I think he disappeared, didn't he, for at least a season. When he came back, he had changed a little bit, but he was still the same person. But for some reason, I just fell in love with him then. I thought he was awesome. Again, but the whole, I think it was season 4, I think, was when the whole adventure with Arya. Amazing, just amazing. Or was it season 3? Could have been season 3 and 4. I think it was season 3. No, I don't know. I need to look this up really, shouldn't I? But anyway, whenever it was classic. It was brilliant. And again, with him, certainly in those last 2 seasons, he was fantastic. When he came back, though, that storyline when he came back and he kind of joined that a kind of group, that was really hard going, that first episode when he was back. But again, for me, Hound was amazing. A little bit disappointed with the fight with the Mountain. Just a little bit disappointed with that. Could have been better. He could have not have died for a start. That'd have been nice. But I think he was always going to die. Especially, and that scene with him and Arya at the end, when she thanked him. And he kind of held her head in his hand, and he never really let his emotions go. But you knew it was inside, trying to get out. He just wanted to tell her, please don't. You know, he really did love Arya. He did care about her a lot, and that definitely came across. And that was a real sort of tear-jerking moment, that one. But for me, the Hound is number 7. At number 6 is Davos. Oops.
Tell him who it belonged to.
The Princess Shireen.
Tell him what you did to her. Tell him!
We burned her at the stake. It was the only way.
You burned a little girl alive!
I only do what my lord commands.
He commands you to burn children. Your lord is evil.
Jon Snow is alive because the Lord willed it.
I loved that girl like she was my own. She was good, she was kind, and you killed her!
So did her father, so did her mother. Her own blood knew it was the only way.
The only way for what? They all died anyway.
I was wrong.
You were wrong. I ask your leave to execute this woman for murder. She admits to the crime.
Do you have anything to say for yourself?
If the Lord was done with me, so be it, but he's not. You've seen the Night King, Jon Snow. You know the Great War is still to come. You know the army of the dead will be upon us soon. And you know I can help you win that war.
Ride south today. If you return to the north, I'll have you hanged as a murderer.
If you ever come back this way, I will execute you myself.
Not exactly full of remorse, was she? I know, a bit of a random one probably, you might think, but and I was and ahhing whether he should be above Hound or not, but then, like I said before, the first season and a bit, I didn't like Hound really. I found him quite irritating. So for me, Davos. I've never hated Davos. All I've done is love Davos. Even from the first episode, he's just been amazing. He was the one that witnessed the smoke demon from the vagina coming out, which was brilliant. Again, every scene with him in it, I've really, really enjoyed, and I think he's been a really sound person, very relatable person. He hasn't changed in any way. He's been himself throughout all the seasons, and again, picking up towards the end, he was getting better and better and better, especially when they got to the Wall. I think that's when he really, really, really came out. But his relationship with Shireen was just beautiful. I mean, it was really the father-daughter relationship, even though, of course, Stannis was her father. For me, Davos should have been her father. He was just amazing. And the one scene, the one I mean, where he confronted Melisandre in front of Jon was just, oh my God, that was heart-wrenching. And what an actor. What a fantastic actor. He was brilliant. All the actors in this top 10 are amazing, by the way. But he really did stand out for me. And he always admitted he couldn't fight, which I thought was brilliant. But yeah, Davos was amazing, and yeah, I'm glad he survived at the end, and I'm glad he ended up on the High Council, because I think that was perfect. So yeah, Davos is my number 6. At number 5, and this is going to shock you, I think this is going to shock you, at number 5 is Jon.
Oh God, Jon! Shit. How the fuck's he going to get out of this? Just run, mate, run. Ooh, interesting. What? Was that Valyrian steel though? Oh my God. Give him the finger, Jon. Go on. Just give him the finger. Give it some of that. That was mental.
So yes, many of you may have thought Jon was going to be my number 1, but like I said, I kind of need to like people all the way through all the seasons to realistically be number 1. And I'm sorry, Jon, after Battle of the Bastards, which was amazing, Series 7 and 8, do you know what? He turned into a bit of a simp. He really did. And the thing with him and Dany, I never really believed it. I think it was too rushed. I think that's why. That was part of the reason. The time jumps just didn't help his character at all. One minute he was down there, the next minute he was up by the wall, and he was just flying around everywhere. Kind of ruined it a little bit for me. But yeah, from season 1 to season 6, without a doubt, he would have been my absolute number 1 character. I absolutely loved him to bits. And going back, his best moments were on the wall, when he was at the wall and beyond the wall. Those moments were fantastic. Just brilliant. And he did have a tendency of making wrong decisions time after time after time. You're like, oh, Jon, especially Battle of the Bastards, where he just ran towards the army. You're like, oh God. And amongst other times, but other times he was brilliant. Another time was in season 7 when they'd gone to try and grab one of the White Walkers. No, one of the Walkers. And everyone was getting on the dragon, and he just suddenly decided to no, he's going to be a hero again and jump off. And I was like, oh come on, that really annoyed me as well. And him flying on the dragon at the beginning was a bit annoying as well with Dany. So yeah, there were quite a few annoying bits with Jon. But like I said, if it had been season 1 to 6, he'd have been absolutely my number 1. So he is my number 5. Oh God, she's farted. Indy, you stink. At number 4, another one you're probably going to be a bit surprised about is Tyrion.
I'm guilty. Guilty? Is that what you want to hear?
You admit you poisoned the king?
No. Of that I'm innocent. I'm guilty of a far more monstrous crime. I'm guilty of being a dwarf.
You're not on trial for being a dwarf.
Oh, yes I am. I've been on trial for that my entire life. I did not do it. I did not kill Joffrey, but I wish that I had. Watching your vicious bastard die gave me more relief than 1,000 lying whores. I wish I had enough poison for the whole pack of you. I would gladly give my life to watch you all swallow it. I will not give my life for Joffrey's murder, and I know I'll get no justice here, so I will let the gods decide my fate. I demand a trial by combat.
Again, some people may have thought he was going to be my number 1, but again, I think season 1, not so much. Definitely 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. But I think when he joined Dany, I think his character, again, it kind of lost it a little bit for me. He had moments, certainly when he went down into the catacombs where the dragons were. That was a classic moment where he said, don't eat the help. Brilliant. He had a few funny moments with Missandei and Grey Worm. Those moments were really funny. And of course, the stuff with Varys was brilliant. One of my favourite partnerships there. Yeah. But again, towards the 7 and 8 seasons, He had moments that were really good, but also he's making wrong decisions left, right and centre, believing Cersei, which was ridiculous, multiple times, I think. That was silly, and he did keep making mistakes. His strategies weren't brilliant. So, but yeah, I do love Tyrion to bits. And again, Peter Dinklage, what an amazing actor. He deserved all the awards he got. What a genius, fantastic actor. And he did do some really sad scenes in the last couple of episodes as well. In fact, to be honest, the last episode and probably the last 2 episodes, he suddenly came right back up into my estimations again. I thought he was brilliant. But yeah, it was up and down with Tyrion, and the stuff with Shay, irritating as well, really irritating. But that episode where he was on trial for Joffrey's murder, that was Oscar-winning stuff. That was brilliant. One of my favourite all-time scenes, without a doubt. So yeah, I do love Tyrion, but he makes it to number 4. Number 3 is Arya.
Come on, Arya. Come on. Right, Waif's like Terminator, isn't she? When she's running. She's gonna catch her straight away, I reckon. She's gonna catch her. There she... Get up! You gotta get up! Right, here she comes. She needs help from someone. Kind of leaving clues everywhere, Arya.
That won't help you.
You told her to kill me.
Yes. But here you are. And there she is. Finally, a girl is no one.
A girl is Arya Stark of Winterfell. And I'm going home.
I love Arya to bits. I think you'll find now these first, second and third place characters, I've loved them from the minute I've seen them right to the end. So this was very tight between these 3. And Arya was amazing, just amazing. I mean, where'd you start? Her story, her kind of story curve was crazy. But then saying that, you go back to season 1, and when she confronted Joffrey, when she was playing with her friend, and Joffrey started being an arse like he always was. Even then, you could tell that her destiny was going to be how it actually turned out. I think it was always going to be that way, no matter what happened. That was how it was going to go for her. I think it ended really well for her. I think her leaving on the ship, going west of Westeros, was brilliant. But the storyline, especially with the waif, oh my god, there was some hard stuff there. All that stuff was really, really tough. Her and Hound, amazing, just amazing. A horrible scene was when she turned up at the Red Wedding and she was outside and you're like, oh my god, no. That was awful, absolutely awful. Brilliant scene where she took over Lord... Oh god, what's his name? Oh no. Frey. When she took over Lord Frey's... she did the face thing with Lord Frey. Oh, brilliant. And she fed Lord Frey his own sons, which I thought was amazing. There's so many amazing bits with her, just brilliant. The Gendry stuff, not so keen. I was a bit uncomfortable, but her at the end and killing the Night King. Completely forgot about that. Class. And yeah, I think it was brilliant that she did it. Absolutely amazing. Gendry stuff, no, not so happy with that. That was weird, but yeah. And I love the Melisandre bit back in whenever it was, season 3 or 4, and then right at the end, and the last wasn't the last episode, was it? But the episode with the Night King, that was brilliant. So yeah, Arya was amazing, absolutely amazing. She just kicks ass, big time, and she probably did turn out to be the best swordsman in Westeros in the end, without a doubt. So yeah, for me, definitely number 3. Now, have you guessed who my number 2 are? That makes no sense. Have you guessed who my top 2 are yet? Yeah. Number 2 is Brienne.
A knight can make another knight. Kneel, Lady Brienne. Kneel.
Oh, go on. Yes!
In the name of the warrior, I charge you to be brave. In the name of the father, I charge you to be just. In the name of the mother, I charge you to defend the innocent. Arise, Brienne of Tarth, a knight of the 7 kingdoms.
Oh, it's about Brienne, not Jamie. Aww. That was brilliant. Oh my god.
You didn't drink?
Oh dear.
It's bloody hot in here.
Oh, move aside.
Oh, please make this happen. This is brilliant.
What are you doing?
Taking your shirt off.
Oh my god.
I've never slept with a knight before.
I've never slept with anyone before. I told you.
Aww. Well chuffed for them. Another character that, from the first moment we saw her, way back in the Stannis days, wasn't it? Again, she was awesome. That first fight she had with, was it Loras? I think it was Loras, wasn't it? Kicked his ass, and then she's just been brilliant ever since. Absolutely amazing. Obviously, she pledged her loyalty to Cat, and then all the horrible stuff happened at the Red Wedding, and then she was just devoted, so loyal, so honourable, and a genuinely nice person. I think all she wanted was to be loved. All she wanted was to serve. She just wanted to be someone's knight. She wasn't having an awful lot of luck there, I have to admit. Again, her partnership with Pod, brilliant, really funny. Stuff with Jamie, amazing. That was amazing. They were a brilliant partnership. She had to put up a lot of shit from Jamie, she really did. And she kicked Jamie's ass as well. I know you'd probably been a little bit weak from the travelling, but she was amazing. Absolutely amazing, Brienne. I loved the little bit with her and Arya as well, and they did that little sort of mock fight. That was quite cool. Yeah, loads of bits of Brienne. Absolutely loved her. Killing Stannis, I thought was brilliant. That was part of her mission as well, to do that. The way that she confronted Davos and Melisandre at the wall, she just basically went up to him and said, "Yeah, I killed Stannis. What are you going to do about it?" Brilliant, classic. And my favourite scene with Brienne, without a doubt, was her being knighted by Jamie. Honest to God, that I've never actually cried, but that was the heart was just going for it. But it was happy, it's all she wanted. That's all she wanted throughout the whole thing. She wanted to be loved, and she wanted to be a knight. She wanted to serve, and that was amazing. The scene with her and Jamie getting it on, a bit weird, but funny. It was funny. And again, it's very sad when Jamie just sort of up and left. That was really sad as well. But yeah, Brienne again ended up on the High Council, which is brilliant. That's where she should have been, and yeah, absolutely loved it a bit. So she was definitely my number 2. Oh, it's getting strong. So my number 1, drum roll. Who do you think it is? Who do you think it is? Come on, let me know. Who do you think it is? Who do you think it is? I'll tell you. The number 1 is Sam.
I'll be back. I just want to look.
Whoa.
Go inside. Go back inside.
Oh dear.
It's come for the baby.
Oh my god.
Stay back! You stay back!
Whoa. Well done, Sam.
Hello. You're Jorah Mormont, the only son of Jeor Mormont. I knew your father. I was with him when he died. You're not dying today, Sir Jorah.
What is it?
Rum. Drink it all, please. I'm afraid this is going to hurt.
Damn, I love Sam. That looks painful as well.
Bite down hard.
Have you ever done this before?
No. No one else will try it, so I'm the best you've got.
Be careful not to touch him, though. Oh my god.
Please try not to scream.
He just touched it and he screamed. Oh my god. Oh! Oh God, that was brilliant how they did that. Oh my God. Oh! Oh! Oh my God. Oh man. Oh dear. Oh. We all know what it's going to do. Sam is my number one. I think he is amazing. Every single scene that he was in was an absolute joy to watch. Way back when he first came in the wall, I just instantly felt sorry for him, really, really sorry for him. I fucking hate bullies big time, and he was bullied throughout. But you know what? He was more about the brains. Very intelligent, very clever, and being forced into a position where you had to learn to fight. You know, he befriended Jon straight away. That friendship was great. Some really good scenes of those two together. And do you know what? He was the first one to kill the White Walker. First one. That was brilliant. His relationship with Gilly, just heartwarming and beautiful, and so funny. I don't think it's any other character that's made me laugh as much as Sam. Just brilliant. The stuff at the Citadel. Oh, the classic scene that I've just shown, that montage there. The scene with the bed pot pans and the food. Oh, just killed me. Just killed me. I'd been to the dentist that day, and I had a cut inside my mouth, and I couldn't laugh, and it was agony. Trying not to laugh, but it was so good. Just brilliant. With Sam again, his character I don't think really changed in any way. He kind of stayed out as he was the whole time, but just so many emotions. You felt sorry for him. You laughed with him. When he was fighting, you were like backing him up 100%. That time he tried to take on those arseholes that were trying to rape Gilly, and then Ghost rescued it. It was brilliant, you know. But fair play to him. Do you know what I mean? He knew he couldn't fight, but he still got stuck in, and that's what he did. He wasn't going to back down. And I think the saddest scene with Sam was when Dany first met him for the first time, and said that she wanted to reward him in some way, and then it all came out obviously that she killed his father and his brother, and seeing his little face and his lip just went, I was like, oh God, my heart just went out to him. And then to have to go out, deal with bloody Bran saying, oh now you've got to go and tell Jon the truth. It was horrible. It's awful. You had to go through that. But you know, Sam, fair play. I'm so glad he survived. And did he end up on the council? Yeah, he did. Of course he did. Yeah, brilliant. I'm chuffed about that as well. I wish we'd seen more of the High Council, that new High Council, because that looked so good. They could have done a spin-off season. Well, it wouldn't have been a spin-off season, would it? But you know what I mean? I would love to have seen more than that. Perhaps they could have... I always said, from after I'd seen it, that I wanted the Night King story to be the final story. They could have swapped them around a little bit. Possibly. Could they? I don't know. I suppose you'd have needed the dragons, wouldn't you? And then Dany wouldn't have... I suppose it wouldn't have worked. But I don't know, they could have done something, I don't know. They could have worked something out so it was the other way around. Because then we could have had the High Council, they could have been in it a lot more, that would have been really cool. But yes, for me, Sam was my favourite character throughout. Every scene he was in, I loved him. He never went... there was never a moment when I thought, oh no, I don't like that, don't know, Sam's gone off a bit. Never went off him for a second, he was amazing. So yeah, so for me, Sam is my absolute number one character. And it's been an absolute pleasure to have gone through all these again, all these little clips, and to put these together. And next time will be best episodes. Yeah, my top 10 episodes, and I'm dreading that because I'm gonna cock that up. I know I am. I mean, without going through every episode again, which is not happening, I'm gonna have to try and, I don't know, find a way of just reading up on each episode, hoping that will trigger some kind of memory, and then I'll put together my top 10 episodes. But I'm enjoying doing these top 10s. These are quite cool. I like top 10s, always have. So anyway, again, have a really good Christmas. Don't celebrate Christmas, fair enough, but just have a happy holiday. Whatever you do, look after yourself. Please stay safe, and I shall see you in the next episode. Take care now. Bye.